Back to the channel, football fans. Today we are looking at a story, a topic that has got every Nigerian on edge. How can the Super Eagles still qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup? The qualifiers has really been a roller coaster so far, and with the current standing in Group C, it's looking like a steep climb for Nigeria. But don't lose hope yet. There is still a pathway forward, and I'm here to break it down all for you. The latest drama with South Africa to the mistakes Nigeria needs to avoid. We are covering it up. So what you're gonna do is grab a drink, settle in, and let us talk about football. Now, the 2026 World Cup is a big deal. It's expanding to 48 teams, which means Africa gets 9 guaranteed spots, plus a chance for a 10th through playoffs. For Nigeria, a footballing giant with a rich history, missing out would be unthinkable. But right now, the Super Eagles are in a tricky spot in Group C. As of March 27, 2025, Benin and Rwanda are tied at 8 points each, and Nigeria, we are still sitting in 4th place with just 7 points after 6 matches. It's not where we want to be, but it's not over yet. With 4 games left, there's still 12 points up for goals, and a lot can change, especially with some of the field drama brewing. So in today's video, we'll explore Nigeria's chances, the possibility of South Africa dropping points, and what the Super Eagles need to do to turn the campaign around. Will it be a straight shot to the top of the group, or a Navy playoff route? And what mistakes could derail us? Stick around as we find it all, unpack it all, segment by segment. Let's start out looking at Group C and where things stand as of today, March 27, 2025. The group is a battleground, 6 teams fighting for one automatic qualification spot, and it's tight. South Africa, or Bafana Bafana, are sitting pretty at the top with 13 points. They've been in solid form, picking up wins against Lesotho, Benin, and others, and they've only lost 1 so far. Benin and Rwanda are right behind them, both on 8 points. Benin has been a surprise package. They've stunned Nigeria earlier in the campaign with a 2-1 win, showing that they are no pushover. Rwanda, meanwhile, has been gritty, holding their own with a mix of draws and a big win over South Africa. And then there's Nigeria, the Super Eagles, in 4th with 7 points. Lesotho adds 8.2 if South Africa drops points. More on that later. And Zimbabwe is at the bottom with 4. So, what does this mean? In CAF qualifying, only the group winner gets an automatic ticket to the World Cup. The 4 best runner-up from 9 groups then enter a playoff, with the winner of that facing an inter-confederation playoff for the potential 10th African spot. For Nigeria, however, topping Group C is a dream, but it's a tall order. We are 6 points behind South Africa, and even if we win all of our remaining games against Rwanda at home, South Africa away, Benin at home, and Lesotho away, we would hit 19 points. So South Africa, though, only needs 2 more wins from their 4 games to reach 19 as well, and they've got an head-to-head edge over us from our earlier 1-1 draw. But here is where it gets interesting. South Africa leads might not be as secure as it looks. There is a chance they could lose 3 points from their 2-0 win over Lesotho back in March 2025. Why? Because reports suggest that they fielded an ineligible player, Tabo Makwena, who had 2 cards which were yellow and should have been suspended. Lesotho's Football Association had lodged a complaint with FIFA, and if it's upheld, that win could turn into a 3-0 loss, dropping South Africa down to 10 points. Suddenly, the gap shrinks, and Nigeria's chances to get a lot will become brighter. Even then, we'll still need to leapfrog Benin and Rwanda, who are just 1 point ahead. It's a tough race, guys, and every match is going to count. So, how does Nigeria actually qualify? Let's map out the possibilities. Part 1. We win Group C outright. To do that, the Super Eagles need to win all 4 remaining games: Rwanda, South Africa, Benin, and Lesotho. That is 12 points, taking us to 19. If South Africa keeps their 13 points and win their other 3 games, excluding our match, they will hit 22 points and we will still fall short. But if they drop those 3 points from the Lesotho game, they will be at 10. Beating them in our head-to-head will keep us ahead. Assuming they don't sweep their other matches against Benin, Rwanda, and Zimbabwe, it's a long shot, but this is not impossible, especially if Benin and Rwanda would trip up too. Part 2. We finish second and aim for the playoff. If we can catch South Africa, overtaking Benin and Rwanda for second place is still on the table. Winning all 4 games will give us 19 points, and it's hard to see both Benin and Rwanda matching that. They would need near perfect runs too. Benin face South Africa next, and a loss there could stall them, while Rwanda draws against Lesotho, which shows that they are not unbeatable. If South Africa does lose those points, second place becomes even more realistic, and 19 points could make us one of the 4 best runner-up against CAF 9 groups. From there, it's a CAF playoff tournament followed by an inter-confederation showdown, likely against teams from Asia, South Africa, or Oceania. It's a tougher road ahead, but this is going to be a lifeline. The key here is consistency. Nigeria has only won once so far against Rwanda, and that's thanks to Victor Osimhen's brace. Draw against Lesotho, Zimbabwe, and South Africa, plus that loss to Benin, had us crumbling. But with attacking talent like Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, Samuel Chukwueze, we've got the firepower. But the question is, can we turn potentials into points? South Africa's possible deduction could shake things up, but we can't just rely on that. We've got to take charge of our destiny. Now, let's talk about what could go wrong and how the Super Eagles can avoid it. The Super Eagles have stumbled too many times already, and with 4 must-win games ahead, there is no room for error. Mistake number 1 is defensive lapses. We've seen it too often, like against Zimbabwe in March 2025, when Tawanda Shewere scored in the 90 minutes to snatch a 1-1 draw. Captain William Trust Etong and the back line switched off, and it cost us a lot. To fix this, Nigeria needs tighter marking and better communication, especially late in the games when fatigue sets in. Coach Eric has to drill that discipline into the squad. Mistake number 2, wasting chances. Against Lesotho and Zimbabwe, we've created opportunities and we couldn't finish them. Look at that Zimbabwe game. Osimhen scored, but Wilfred Ndidi fired wide when he should have buried it. The Super Eagles can't afford to be wasteful against Rwanda or Benin, who has showed us they can punish us. The fix is the clinical finishing. Lookman and Chukwueze have to step up, and midfielders like Alex Iwobi needs to fill them with killer passes. Training should focus on composure in front of goal. Every shot has to count. Mistake number 3, slow starts. Too often, we've let opponents settle in like Benin did when they came back to beat us 2-1. Nigeria had to come out swinging, set the tempo early, and not give team a chance to grow into the game. Against South Africa away, we can't let Bafana dictate the play. We have to press high, disrupt their rhythm, and strike fast. Charles has got to instill the urgency from minute 1. If we avoid this pitfall, lapses, wastefulness, and sluggishness, we can turn the close games into win. Finally, let's talk about grabbing opportunities. Nigeria has got the talent to dominate Group C, we've let too many chances slip. So how do we hold on to them? First, we maximize set pieces. Osimhen's header against Zimbabwe came from a Lookman's delivery. Let's have more of that, please. South Africa and Benin has showed vulnerability at the back, and with Trust Etong area presence, we can punish them. Lookman has got the vision to pick out those passes. Let's use it every time we get a free kick or a corner. Secondly, counterbacks. Rwanda and Lesotho like to push forward, and that leaves gap. Against Rwanda, Osimhen's second goal came from a quick break. He had run their defenses and dinked it over the keeper. Moses Simon pace and Chukweze's dribbling can tear teams apart on the break. The Super Eagles need to stay alert, transition fast, and hit team before they can reset. South Africa away is a perfect chance. Catch them high up the pitch and explore the space. Third, we need to control the midfield. Wilfred Ndidi and Nwobi have to boss the game, win duels, keep possession, and spring our attackers free. Against Benin at home, we can't let them overrun us like the last time. They take the pace, tire them out, and create openings. Every time we win the ball, it's a chance to build up something. The Super Eagles have to stay switched on, trust their instinct, and turn half chances into goal. If we do that, 19 points isn't just possible, it is probable. So, there you have it, guys. Nigeria's road to the 2026 World Cup isn't easy, but it is still alive. Whether it is slopping Group C with a perfect run or sneaking into the playoff with a strong second place team, your Super Eagles still have a shot. South Africa potential points deduction could be a game changer, dropping them closer to us, but we can bank on that alone. It's about winning our games, Rwanda, South Africa, Benin, and Lesotho, and making sure we don't repeat old mistakes. No more collapses, no more mixed chances. Just focus, fight, and finish. There's talent there. Osimhen, Lookman, Wambali in goal. We just need to unearth it. Seize every set piece, every counter, every moment of midfield dominance, and we could be dancing in the USA, Mexico, and Canada in 2026. What do you think, fam? Can the Super Eagles pull this off? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if you're feeling hopeful, and subscribe for more football breakdowns. Until next time, keep believing. Naija no dey carry last. See you next time.